Today, let us discuss about how to change voice, active to passive voice. There are certain sentences will be given, and that is the one we need to keep in the mind. How to change active voice to passive voice. Whenever we are going to change voice, we need to keep in the mind certain rules. Whenever, however, or whatever that we are going to change active voice to passive voice, there are 5 rules that we need to keep in our mind. If we know clearly about the 5 rules, easily we could change active voice to passive voice. If you don't know clearly about the rules, that going to be a little difficult to you to change active voice to passive voice. Let us find out now what are the rules and how to change the voice into passive voice. If you know these 5 rules clearly, you can change in an easy way how to change active voice to passive voice. There are sometimes we are not able to understand the rules, we are not able to understand the regulations that we need to follow, then we commit mistake when we are going to change active voice to passive voice. Let me give you clear identification not to commit any mistake. How to change active voice to passive voice. Let us go through that. There are 5 rules are there. There are 5 rules whenever we are going to change active voice to passive voice. The first one is interchange the places of object to subject. We know very clearly how they change it. And they interchange the places. They change the places. Subject place to object, object to subject. They interchanging the places. Second step is B forms. These B forms are very important. Then we can keep in the mind clearly. It could be very easier to us to change active voice to passive voice. B forms. V1 is, am, are, and B is we use most of the times for the future tense. And V2 was, were, V3 been, V4 being, and third step is V3. This V3 is always past participle. Whatever the verb is given, either the verb is V1, the verb is V2, V3, V4, and still we call V5. Whatever the verb is given, we never worry about the verb, and whatever the verb is given, when we are going to change to passive voice, we should keep in the mind it changes to V3 form, past participle, always V3 form. And fourth step is by preposition. Preposition, we need to take, it is a by, it is called preposition, and we should keep in the mind. And some of the times by comes, may not come, also there is no problem at all with that. And the final step is interchange the place of subject to object. What is the first step did we come across, or do we come across means actually interchange the place of object to subject, and now here is subject to object. Let us find out. And one more thing, let me tell you, when we are going to change active voice to passive voice, there are 2 questions are there that we should ask the sentence. If we get answer to the 2 questions, that means we can change easily active voice to passive voice. If you are not going to get answer for that question, the 2 questions that you ask, it means you cannot change the sentence into passive voice. What are the 2 questions? They are actually these are the 2 questions actually. What, whom. If you ask the 2 questions to a sentence, Then if you get the answer, then it could be, or we can change active voice to passive voice. If you not get any answer to change active voice to passive voice, then it could be not possible to you to change. Okay, let us find out. And what we use for actually for the things. What are the things are there? When we talking about the things, that time we use what. Then what is the whom? Whom is about the persons. When we think about the persons, we use whom. These are the two questions. Clearly, we should understand how to change active voice to passive voice. If we get clear about these two questions, then it could be easier to you to change active voice to passive voice. Let us get some examples. How do we ask these two questions to the sentence? Let us find out now. Okay, these are the two examples that I wrote in before you. Let us see. Ramu wrote a letter. Ramu kicked Raju. These are the two questions. And when we are going to change the active voice to passive voice, we need to keep in the mind, we need to identify what is the subject, what is the verb, what is the object. And before identifying that, let us ask these two questions. If you get answer for these two questions, we can change active voice to passive voice. If you don't get answer for these two questions, you are not going to change, or you cannot change active voice to passive voice. Let us see now. Ramu wrote a letter. Ramu wrote what? Or what did he write? What did he write? A letter. Now we are getting an answer for the question what. It means we can change this Ramu wrote a letter to passive voice. If you don't get answer, it means you cannot change. Let us see now one more example that I write. Ramu went to school. Ramu went to school. Now you see very clearly Ramu went to school. And when it is went to school, let us ask here also subject is there, verb is there, and to school. Actually, to school we don't call as an object. We call it as a complement. Here a letter is there, and here it is object. Raju is object. But when we come to this one, to school, it is no more object. It is considered as a complement. Good. Now, what? Things. Whom? Persons. Now let us see. Ramu went to what? No. It is actually school. When it is actually school, school means actually place. When it is a place, we need to take question as where. W-H-E-R-E, where. So now we cannot change this sentence into passive voice. This is an easy way that you could know, that you could feel in your mind that how to change active voice to passive voice. Good. Now, what? Whom? Ramu wrote a letter. What did he write? A letter. Raju kicked. Ramu kicked Raju. Ramu kicked whom? Whom did he kick? Raju. Now we are getting an answer. So persons as well as things. And now let us change the two sentences into passive voice. Let us change. When we are going to change, first you need to keep in the mind, as I told you about the question, later you identify subject, verb, object. Ramu is subject, wrote verb, letter object. And we need to keep in the mind wrote which word it is. It is actually V2. It is actually V2. And now Ramu kicked Raju. Ramu is subject, kicked V2, Raju is object. And now we need to change active voice to passive voice. What is the first rule I told you? The first rule is interchange the place of object to subject. Okay? Good. Let us find out now. Letter. A letter. Now, second step is actually B forms. Let me write again here B forms. This is a step that you need to keep in the mind very clearly. Then you can change very easy way active voice to passive voice. V1 is, am, are, and B is for, as I told you, is for the future tense. V2 was, were. V3 been, V4 been. And now, if you know this B forms, it could be easier to us to change active voice to passive voice. Now, a letter. The first step we have completed. What is the second step? B forms we have taken. When you are going to take B forms, identify the verb first. Which tense it is. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. Active voice and passive voice. When you are going to change active voice to passive voice, whatever the tense it is, the sentence they have given, whatever the tense it is, the answer also will be in the same tense. Tense won't change actually. Whatever tense it is, same tense will be, tense won't change. It means if it is the present, answer also present. If it is in the past, answer also past. If it is in the future, answer also future. So that is the one. Okay. A letter. Second step is B forms. And let us identify here is V2, wrote. And when it is V2, let us come to the B forms V1, V2, V3, V4. Then which could be suitable to us? V2. In V2, was, word. Was is for the singulars, were is for plurals. Whatever the singulars are there, for that things we use was, for plurals we use were. And now a letter was, because a letter is singular. Second step is completed. A letter was. What is the third step? Third step is V3. Always V3. Now we have to change wrote to V2, V3 form. Write, wrote, written. So now it is a V3. Now let us type it. A letter was written by Ramu. This is the way we need to change active voice to passive voice. Another one. Ramu kicked Raju. Ram is subject, kicked is V2, object is Raju. Now let us see. Raju kicked V2, was, were, was. Raju was kicked by Ramu. Raju was kicked by Ramu. This is the way first you keep in the mind to change in active voice to passive voice. Let us go through some more examples. Some more example. Ramu is doing the work. I have done my job. I am speaking Telugu. Now these are the three examples. Let us know how to change to passive voice. Ramu is doing the work. Ramu subject, doing verb, the work object. What is the doing? Doing is actually V4 and is there. Is actually helping verb. And one more thing, let me come to you. Whenever helping verb is given, we need to take helping verb as it is or based on the object. If object is singular, based on singular means singular, plural means plural. Let us find out now. Now the work. Now is there. We need to bring it back. Come down. We need to bring it down. And when we are going to take down, whether we have to see the work is singular or plural. Actually, the work is singular. Therefore, in the present tense, it takes only is. The work is V4. Now we need to take B form. What is the B forms here? As I told you, V1, V2, V3, V4. V3 is, V4 is being. Now being. Now it comes, the work is being done by Ramu. This is the way we should know how to change active voice to passive voice. And one more example. I have done my job. My job is object. My job. Now here we have helping verb have. I. Therefore it is have. But my job is singular. Therefore it takes has. And my job has done. V3. Because of have, it is done and it takes as V3. When it is V3, it is B form is actually been. When it is V3, it is actually been. Now, my job has been done by me. My job has been done by me. And last step, I am speaking Telugu. Telugu. I helping verb is am, but Telugu is singular, therefore it is actually is. Telugu is being spoken by me. This is the way we should know how to change active voice to passive voice. Still, we should know more about that. Like when we are changing active voice to passive voice, maybe some are having the doubt. Here is I, but when I change it to passive, I wrote me. How that could be changed? Actually, they are called as subjective pronoun as well as objective pronoun. Suppose subjective pronoun is I. When we come to objective place, it will be like me, like we, us, you, they, them, he, him, she, her, it. So like this, they will change according to the place of them, the pronouns. If they are subjective place they are in, therefore I. Now it is subjective place in the passive voice. When it come to the in the active voice, it is a subjective place. When it is come to the passive voice, it is actually objective place. Therefore, subjective place it is I. In the place of objective, it is me. And more example I'll give you, and also I'll bring out to you more about active voice to passive voice in the coming episode. Thank you.